Hey, 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 Dota fans! Game number 3 is upon us. Virtus Pro Prodigy versus Team Secret. We're all squared up. We got a couple of breadsticks here, and we're going to see who's going to take this thing winner. Moving on to the upper bracket round 2. Loser going down to that lower bracket. So lots on the line here, Trent. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. What's we have bagels for zeros, or bagels for zeros.
Bagels and breadsticks.
Breadsticks. What's a 2? Like a pretzel? Kind of a pretzel. It's like half a pretzel. If you do like the cursive, curvy 2.
Doesn't roll off the
Holy
tongue
shit.
the same way.
Bagels, breadsticks, and pretzels.
Can we wire in AC? AC, what was the 2 again? I don't remember. It's been an interesting day, Trent. We've seen a lot of upsets so far. 3 of our 4 games have been clear upsets, and Secret, well, they stepped up in Game 2. They looked like they had finally woken up and in their proper form. We did not see the first pick Spirit Breaker. Instead, we saw a very nicely put together, well-choreographed draft. Hit the timings. We got to see the rare Shadow Fiend level 15 talent that gives you the presence on the buildings. I feel like that's one of the talents we talk about a lot, and then it doesn't actually happen. We like get all hyped up about the potential for the closer around that, and then the Shadow Fiend gets movement speed instead.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
So that was cool. That made me a little bit happy, at least, to see Secret play this pound them into the ground kind of strat, you know?
I liked it a lot with that lineup, too, right? It makes sense. It's like you're kind of glued to your drow anyway, so you know you can only move as fast as she really wants to. So keeping the building push is pretty strong. As we have a 1 sec Secret. We're getting there. We have 10 players.
The last second strategy sesh here.
Better now than when the game starts, right? You know, no pauses. We've had like 1 pause today for like 30 seconds. It's been great. Shout out to our teams being ready to play.
Yeah. And, of course, play after here. So for the next couple days, we'll be starting the schedule at the same time. And the end point will vary depending on how many series go the stretch to the 3rd game.
Wait, are you saying there's more Dota after these series?
Oh, my Lanta. You know, Trent, there is more Dota after this.
Whoa.
Let me just pull up my notes here.
Team Liquid versus 5-Man will be following after this.
And then OG versus Alliance after that. Are you telling me that we're going to get to see mid 1, Saksa, Seb, Sachka, and No Tail?
I pity the casters on that one. Saksa and Saksa.
Yeah, that definitely threw me for a loop for a moment.
Yes,
so lots to look forward to.
I mean, congratulations to Thompson, right? He's a papa. He's joined the dad club.
I saw that on Instagram. Yeah, shout out to Thompson, babies and whatnot.
Yeah, so he's taking some time. He's going to hang out with the kid, the wee babe.
Are you guys going to start like a private Discord for all the Dota people that are dads? It'll be like you Slacks, Thompson, Toffees, and Ice.
I don't think I can handle another private Dota Discord you're not invited to.
Oh,
there's so many piling up at this point.
It's lonely over here, buddy.
Sorry, buddy. That was a bit of a layup there. I have to apologize. Bobby says ready, though, so we'll be in the draft soon enough.
Oh, man.
I'm working on getting a whole team assembled, actually. So I just need 2 more, and then I'll, of course, play until I inevitably have an accidental 5th, and then I'll have to coach, as all boomers get to do.
A family team. I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, you're really thinking about the late game.
It's all just an investment, clearly.
Yeah. Good on you.
Hopefully I'll find someone smart to actually coach them so they can, you know, play Dota.
That's the Moonduck motto. Business over relationships, Trent. That's how we do it.
Exactly. You know, if Thompson pops out a few more kids, maybe I can get like a collab going or something, and then, you know, you can actually teach them how to play Dota.
There you go.
But we do have a draft here, ladies.
Yes, we do. Game number 3. Secret, VPP, The Decider, Wisp, and Venge banned out by Virtus Pro. And the Void Ench banned out again by Puppy. Now, these were the same bans that Puppy took in Game 2 after losing to both these heroes in Game number 1. So he's going to stay true and not going to give him the Void. Fair enough.
Spirit Breaker.
I mean, there's a Mars Phoenix combo still available. That's kind of an obvious one. The Magnus was also first phase banned in Game 1 by Virtus Pro Prodigy.
And Game 2.
Good stuff here. Yeah, there you go.
But pretty clear instant counter right away there in the form of the Rubik.
Yep. And you know, always a deny pick when you take that hero against the Yapsor. We know how much he shines on the Grand Magus, so solid opener. I still think Rubik is one of the safest. Like, if you want to open with a support, he's just one of the most well-rounded, good in almost every scenario.
Yeah,
big fan.
I mean,
Big
it's
fan.
a damn good save hero too.
Yeah, sure.
Like he's got some pretty cool ones. Like he has like the support Lena, but he has played the Rubik by far the most. Like 47 games on Rubik. Next highest is 28. So.
Wow, Trent, that's a lot of cleave on Team Secret. Uncanny synergy.
Whoa, the cleavage. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Another layup.
One can, I tell you.
Well, they're gonna farm fast. They're gonna hit a lot of creeps. How are Virtus Pro Prodigy gonna react to this?
I mean, what makes Sven sad? Like, now that he has the Aghanims, it's like a little harder to bog him down, but I feel like the bog stuff is still relatively annoying. Like, trying to kite him. Disengage is generally pretty good since he's built upon the god strength. He can manage to, like, break off that fight that he starts.
He still really hates slows. Like, I think Viper, pretty high on my list of heroes I don't want to play against as Sven.
That's true, but then, you know, they have a Viper, so it's like, okay, cool. Bat's probably one of the biggest ones.
Okay, yeah, Bat. That's a good suggestion. I'll take you there. I think Veno can be annoying. Same issue. You've got a Veno on your team. Yeah.
Troll. And when you think about like carry matchups that are decent, Troll's definitely a good one. The mischance. Underlord.
Okay, a lane bully. How does Sven versus PL go? Is the cleave enough that Sven just whomps him, or?
Yes.
Okay. Thought so.
I mean, that's a pub thing. But
yeah.
It's definitely still good.
Sometimes like minus or mana burn can be okay against Sven, like before the BKB and stuff. So, but I might also be skewed because we've seen a couple PLs today that look pretty good. So,
Underlord was in the top 10 as well in terms of best versus for Sven. Underlord actually shot pretty hard according to the pub data. Get the aggregates, but that's why you can't trust it necessarily in pro matches because they see something with the aura and I mean the constant control. It is kind of like a bog down situation too. As well
it's
as being
the beginning
of
a bog
for the mag.
Yeah.
It's the outer edge of the bog. We're gonna try and work on the inside of the pit. Really hold them down. As they'll probably, I guess this could be a Lil Rubik too. I hadn't really thought of it. It's probably gonna be safe. It's Save's team. He's picking. But like, I think we've had Lil play both the 4 and the 5 super, right? They kind of
yeah, I would say it's hard to call. We haven't seen them play Rubik yet either. So open-ended, and they take out the Invoker. Potentially good tempo hero. Beginning of some good team fight for Secret here. These two heroes, you've got 2 AoE stuns already. So the Bruise brothers, you know?
Yeah, Invoker would be perfect for the initiation. Just to like set up this big like, okay, free RP, right? Like give you the vision, give you the easy setup, and then the stun follows through after that. You don't want Mag jumping into it. Not the life that he wants to lead. And so they will take care of the bat and the TV. And then really it's just like, what else is worse besides Troll? Anything? I mean, I guess like PA kind of, but I feel like Troll's better and just more stable.
There's gotta be, like, what about Ursa, speaking of dead carries? Does he not have enough gusto to go blow for blow with Sven?
I feel like they're kind of even. Just with like, between the jumps of the Ursa and the Abyssal and now the Ags on the Sven. I mean, Ursa kind of has similar problems with Enrage too, like of how he wants to fight. To me, it just seems like Troll's just like better in lane versus the Mag, or at least easier. I feel like the Mag can play like a little bit safer sometimes versus an Ursa, unless he's a really good 5. In the 1v1, the Troll's gonna easily like bully and send back the Mag.
I mean, I also assume there's a reason why we haven't been seeing Ursa nearly as much.
He was too strong.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good run, I'll be real.
They still have the Nature's Prophet left in this draft too, who was banded a couple times, but I guess with the Mag and the Sven, it's like they still need that first initiation a little bit more, and just the straight up TP in from the Prophet's not quite enough now.
Onward.
Okay, I got a suggestion of a hero that can make Sven's life sad. Pangolier.
Oh, I think
Rolling-
I say Wyvern.
Well, okay, that's a really good suggestion. But
Wyvern versus Mag and Sven.
yeah, I am pretty on that. I like a Wyvern pick here. But it's
That would make the troll really good too. He's not like an amazing guy. But the Pango's not bad.
disruptive team fight is where Sven gets messed up. Anything that can stop him through BKB, so he's just not, you know, a 10-second god. I've definitely seen Pangos just cripple Svens in mid-game fights if they find him a good spot.
They have 10th, so it's like possible, because you might want to pick it a little bit later, right?
Whoa! Can anyone hear me?
They actually go for
It's a killing spree
the
over
Bane
here.
instead.
Well, now it's another form of control. It's a BKB piercing disable, so that's something against Sven.
Makes me think they're picking a weaker
Killing
Sigma.
spree. Oh my god!
Then again, I guess Bane
Bane
really
He's
shut
now
it a match.
dominating. He's dominating, Rick.
Like Wyvern's one thing in the lane, but Bane is just the whole other beast, and that puts more pressure on the position 4 to actually stay and play with the mag.
What about Monkey King as another potential carry for Virtus Pro Prodigy?
I'd say it's a little meh.
Pretty
I'd
meh.
rather have Monkey King on Team Secret versus an Underlord.
Well, yeah.
But
okay.
hard to fit in, obviously.
Yeah, maybe not impossible, but that could be some nice team fight synergy. Puppy delving into the reserve time here. What will be the addition?
What do we have versus Bane? They already have the Rubik, so we have the ABBA.
How about Disruptor?
Disruptor's not bad. Classic versus the Bane with the glimpse. Not a great first initiator. Maybe if they went Disruptor and Clock. Clock 4, Disruptor 5.
I'm so down for that. That sounds like great team fight. Bane has a super rough game. A little like Clockwork into Rubik can be a little annoying. Telekinesis is a good option. But I love that idea of having a lot of ways to start the fight. 4 heroes that could all initiate. Even Sven can throw in a stun or something if somebody's out of position.
Oh, Rick! He's dominating.
It just
now.
forces
He's
Virtus Pro
dominating.
Prodigy to play very tight. Opens up options of punishment.
The only problem is, I don't know, for some reason I kind of want like a Wind Ranger or a Tusk or something. I'm not sure. Clock feels weird this game.
Yes.
Maybe I just haven't seen like the hero that looks like he'll counter. And wow. All right. Well, we didn't get the Skywrath earlier when it looked kind of decent. But we'll find it now. So that's probably the 4 going to play with the Mag. Most likely. Of course, you never know. Could get a mid-sky.
It's possible. It
seems unlikely you'd pick it at this point without knowing any of the matchups.
Yeah. Still good against Bane, though, right? Another form of silence. That stops the channeling. And
It's okay, though. It's
big
I would
burst
say,
damage.
Whenever I think about like countering Bane, I'd rather think of like the strong dispels to just like straight up take off, you know, like ABBA shield the guy or something.
I see. Yeah, no, that's a good
like,
point. That's
Getting
better.
in range of Bane as Sky probably isn't going to be your priority.
Isn't picking Skywrath into Rubik a little scary because he has Arcane Supremacy? Like, if he ever steals your ult, that is pretty scary, actually.
If he's the mana for it, but yeah.
Okay, that's also a good counterpoint.
No, not so fast, Morty. 'cause he
DP
just
now
mega
picked
killed.
up for
It's a
Prodigy.
mega kill now.
No great shakes.
That's a
Another
very
good team
safe
fighter.
mid pick here.
Forward.
Yeah.
I kind of
Although
dissuade
Virtus
the
Pro
Kunkka
Prodigy
pick.
have last pick, so they did not need to pick a mid here.
Here I come.
Yeah, but I think they would rather... Like, they can also just play a straight-up safe lane DP, too.
That's true.
So, I guess they like the Mag now at this point. It could be a support Mag, theoretically, or even a support Beastmaster, but... I mean, does the Death Prophet negate the mid-sky? Not necessarily.
I don't see why, but
You could probably play that.
I think.
I mean, if anything, I
given-
thought Kunkka looked really good, because they needed that, like, first initiation.
Right. So I think Skywrath struggles in a lot of matchups. I think Death Prophet's more favorable than most. Final bans, they do take out the troll.
Man, I really wish they picked that troll in that phase. Seems
Yeah,
so strong versus this hero.
I'm really concerned about what carry Virtus Pro Prodigy are going to go for, because right now they are not winning late game, like, at all. They need something that can scale. They need a proper carry.
Unless they just go all in and go like Razor or something. But Razor into like Beastmaster RP
I mean,
seems
like
a little scary.
mega push. I mean, like Lycan, something down that road.
I mean,
That
Lycan's
sounds
bad versus Sven though.
so risky. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
what?
And they banned the Kunkka.
And And if they want to do safe lane death profit, then what does that leave you with? Like, you got to take a mid that can scale. So
I think they were just really confident in the Death Prop versus Sven matchup in the sense of, like, number one, it might dissuade the mag from going mid, just because it seems like a pretty good match for the DP as long as she doesn't get skewered. And then it also gives you this, like, if they God Strength, you Exorcism.
Move it.
And that should kind of, like, you know, win out unless there's a really superior initiation on either side. Drawban is, it's okay. I mean, obviously they have the plus armor from the Sven, but I still see Drow do very well in that matchup.
Trent, this is the first game this series that Secret didn't ban CK. Are you trying to tell me that CK is the pick here? No? Okay.
Seems like it, no. Maybe, though. That'd be kind of cool. I like watching that hero a lot. The new Phantasm is fun. And the Ags is hilarious. I saw a game with it recently.
Wait, no,
You know
hold on.
Global?
He's unstoppable.
It's like a global dispel on you. It hits all your allies. It makes a copy of everyone. And it dispels.
Yeah.
So I saw someone get it versus Warlock. So he Fatal Bonds, and then he just that's when everyone just lost Fatal Bonds.
It's just gone. Okay.
Kill just happened.
I forgot about that change. You're right. I did read that byline, and I haven't seen CK since.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get out
I
there,
mean-
guys. Hit your pubs with the CK.
So I guess Secret, they're up first. So what are we closing out this draft with? We don't
I'd
know
rather
what
just have a
these
puppet
positions
hero. I feel like I'd rather just go like take the Beastmaster off lane for Zai, give the Absol the Skyath Mage. Let's just get another support for Sven. We'll throw Nisha to the Wolves mid on the mag, and we'll just pick a puppy hero for the Sven to play
Radiant
with.
structures are fortified.
Yep.
Don't waste time.
If there weren't an Earthshake, or it weren't a Rubik, I'd say Earthshaker potentially. He could just grab something like Jakiro or Shadow Shaman, very safe, just well-rounded fives.
They could probably get away with an Abba. Ooh, the Lina.
Lina. So still completely open-ended here.
Your bottom
All
tower
right,
Now,
is
Bird is
Poppy's
pro
playing
Prodigy.
mag, isn't he, guys? I should just stop trying.
Okay, how about Clinks here, Trent? How about Clinks?
Why?
He plays fast, has physical damage.
Doesn't he get blown up by Sky and Lina?
Yeah, they need something that can scale. They need something to carry them. What is the hero? Like Lone Druid? That pushes? Maybe that's too slow. Like I'm really struggling.
Morph is still in? It's a bit weird versus Sky, though.
They go
there we go.
Pugna, so they go all in push. Okay.
That's like
All right.
better than Razor hero.
Yes. Same concept, but actually potential.
Yeah, it's Puppy Mag. All right, we're in.
So, Puppy Mag, Matsu
Puppy.
takes the Sven. It will be Yapsor on the Skywrath, Zai Beastmaster, and that means Nisha will be playing Lina in the mid lane. And on VP Prodigy, it is GPK that'll take the Pugna, Epileptic Kid on the Death Prophet, and no surprise, it is DM on the Underlord. So, Lil, Rubik, after all, and Save on the Bane. Very interesting drafts here for Game 3. I think a pretty straightforward bit of analysis. Virtus Pro Prodigy are going to play fast and try to push. If they can't close it out by some arbitrary time, like 25 minutes, then Secret will just
Triple
outscore.
kill because they got a triple kill.
Yeah,
Maybe 30 minutes.
I like the
I don't
lineup a lot, though.
Feel the earth move.
You think they can do it? Are you feeling confident in VP Prodigy here,
I mean,
Trenty?
first off, it's fully color coordinated. It's all purple and green.
And DP's even half purple and half green,
And
as is
it's
Rubik,
amazing.
so they're blending the colors together. Yeah, that's pretty top tier.
That's that's gonna have an impact for sure. There's no doubt about that. I don't know. It's not like super one-dimensional. Like there's some first Roche, maybe they can chill out a little bit. They don't necessarily have to oh my god, we have the Aegis go high ground right now or we lose. But it is on the earlier end for sure. It's not quite as instant success necessary like Nigma's game was earlier today, but it's a fast one.
Definitely. And I mean, Secret have pretty good team fight themselves. You got this Beastmaster who should be able to scale pretty well. Aura Gaming, indeed, for Secret.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see this
Sky
Sky
combo.
Yeah.
For battle.
Skywrath is a pretty easy hero to underestimate because we really don't see him all that often, but the damage output is insane.
Shit!
Even as a
Holy
support.
shit!
A true glass cannon, though, 0 starting armor, so not one that likes to trade right clicks. One of the big weaknesses of this guy.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised we don't see it more often.
Yes,
I guess it's the lack of like initiation potential that you have. Like even compared to like Wind Ranger or something, she's a lot of burst, but can still get those shackles off.
move it.
As things start to shape up in our lanes.
Crack.
Yep.
30 seconds to battle.
Nothing too
The
surprising here.
decider.
Everyone's just doing their thing.
Come.
No curveballs. 2-1-2. So how does the position 5 Magnus go, Trent? You were talking shit on Puppy's position 5 Spirit Breaker. I have it on good authority. He's very upset. You want to take this opportunity to compliment the position 5 Magnus, or you want to go big and double down on the negativity, big dog?
No, I think this is better. I think it's more likely you'll get a skewer play. Also, check out Puppy right now. He just stole their bounty rune. Get wrecked, nerds.
Hey, there you go.
He'll probably get out of here, too. Yeah, he stepped right. He's fine.
Easy.
Holy shit!
And this Fade Bolt level 1 Rubik, so yeah, he's good.
That gave him the 3 for 1 as they committed the 3 heroes down in the river.
Covering ground.
Yep. I like your bold claim, though. You think Puppy's going to do better than the 1 in 15 Spirit Breaker from Game 1, so...
I know. I like to take risks.
Really good prediction.
Well, what I like is you have skewer into tower, and that's stronger than anything the Spirit Breaker was offering in the past lane. Now, mind you, it's an Underlord, so that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
I guess there's always a chance you could catch Lil.
Forward.
It's a bit weird, for sure. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's too fast, those boots, though.
Lina versus Pugna, a spellcaster matchup mid,
As they both
Should be
block
pretty
Camp's
even.
top.
right?
Yeah, not too exciting. I would say Lina probably the edge. She wins like most matchups.
And you got the
Styles.
range advantage. Yeah.
But Pugna, as long as he plays it relatively safe, probably shouldn't die. Right? With between like the bottles and like if he gets any help with TPs and everything.
Double kill.
Yeah. Rune control will be a big deal for that matchup, though. Up
Yeah.
top, Skewer. Whoa, DM. Look at the body blocks. He's taking some tower shots, Trent. Not enough for a kill, but
Means you can't hurt him right now.
that's the beginning right there. That's what you got to do as a position 5 Magnus.
Yeah, you gotta threaten and at least execute a couple of those skewers to at least like push them off the wave. Nisha is holding the point here. As he's just thinking like, man, can I get this kill?
Your bottom tower is
If
under
anyone's
attack.
getting the kill, it's
Not
definitely
exactly a
Nisha,
strategic
right? Like,
benefit.
Nisha should not die. That is for sure. Yeah, the salvo.
Without a rotation or anything else, that would be very surprising.
The only way he dies is if he goes for a dive and fails, pretty much. Gets like raindrop from sticks or something.
Holy shit! Double kill.
At the safe lane DP working out just fine, no surprise.
Oh, triple kill!
Under the safety of the Bane,
Covering ground.
I'm a
pretty
little
darn
surprised
even out of the gate.
it doesn't happen more often. The safe lane death
What?
mode. I feel like whenever I see
Oh.
it, it seems really strong.
Earth moves under my feet.
Like she does well versus most off lanes. She has pressure of kill threat
Here I
because of
come.
the spirit siphon and the bonus speed that you get, and of course you can just pop your X's into either take your tower or rotate to a more valuable one. Like she can theoretically be ready for the first catapult wave mid, depending on like what the support's doing with stacks and pulls. If you can isolate that offlaner away from you.
Definitely. It's a very viable strat. I mean, the opportunity cost is just that she doesn't scale as well as a true hard carry, you know, like a Morphling or something. And with the Aghanim, she scales much better now. She's not like one and done, all right, I'm level 18, I'm capped out. But
Yeah. I don't think she
does.
should have a Pugna mid every game, for example. You know, she could do well with like a TA or something. But in this case, you know, at least you have that switch. Like, it is an available option to try and go all in like they're doing this game.
Puppy and Lil going back and forth in the jungle, and now to the mid. Damage exchange, Nisha and GTK starting to favor Nisha quite a bit. 18-9 compared to the 11-2 Pugna.
He just doesn't have a lot of offsides, right? Like, what can Pugna do to ever threaten Nisha? Pretty much nothing. It's like, if he gets close enough for a D-crap, maybe, but look at the cast range of D-crap. Like, that's not happening.
It's pretty dinky compared to Lina's range. Even Dragon Slave, she's going to hit you every time. It does feel like Pugna suffers a lot mid when his opponent is someone that he can't abuse decrep. Like Pugna versus melee heroes, it's just no contest.
Nice.
Feel
And Poppy even secures the rune. Well done.
Dire's middle tower is
Comes
under
in there to
attack.
bully off Lil as he's low HP.
This is where it gets brutal. GPK is already losing the lane. Lena gets the first rune, and now the pressure really starts to mount.
Yeah, it's the further and further they get before that first exorcism, it just puts so much more pressure on those first 3 exorcisms, kind of. Like the first one, you don't necessarily need the tower. Maybe you only get it to like a 3rd HP or something. But the second and third one needs to be pretty serious gains when your whole draft is going to be centered around that.
Definitely. And that is one of the abusable aspects of the hero. You can see she is pretty good against the boards, finishes off the fresh spawn, although takes a lot of damage and will fall. Doesn't get off that fairy fire in time. Yapsor takes the first blood. Top, got a little bit of room potentially here. Looks like Lil will pick it up. And Matsu
And Nisha, he's in there. He stole it.
There'll be 3 runes again for Secret.
And now he's coming
And
back
now
underneath.
the kill onto DM. They find the LSA. Dragon Slave is there, and DM is down. 2-0.
And they handed that right to Nisha on purpose, too. Further and further ahead, snowballing out of the mid lane. Very bad sign here for Virtus Pro Prodigy.
Yeah. Yeah, this is we've got the early game team, and right now we are not winning the early game rut-row. VP still only level 4, so they're going to have to be patient here.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, Scooby, I think DM needs a whole lot.
Yeah, definitely. Jinkies, I've lost my glasses again. 6-minute
I
runes.
totally forgot about anything on that show. That was stupid. No. I just pull the
About to
damn
spawn.
mask off everyone every episode. Think a kid's so easy. There goes save in
man.
the river.
That was
wait.
a double LSA. GPK with the save. Can we close? Good. 26 HP.
I love it, Morty. Oh, I love it.
I'm not sure which character I identify with most on Scooby-Doo. They're a strange amalgamation.
yes, indeed.
Yeah, I don't know. Freddy was just
Holy shit!
He was a bit of a creep. Like, all right, you guys go with the dog. I'm going with the hot one. Yeah, all right, Fred. Maybe we switch up the teams every so often. I don't know.
I feel like he knew there wasn't really anything they were hunting after. You know, he was kind of in on it. He's like, guys, this isn't really that serious. I think I'm just going to mess
kid.
around.
Is he going to die here, Trent? No, he's good. All right, he's got a Spirit Siphon. That saves him. Scary when you have to Spirit Siphon the creep to live.
Yeah, and he's out of
Man.
charges, too.
They're still going to dive him. This boar's going to
Dog.
find him. And Yapsor, they've got this easy. That time they use the Fairy Fire, but the boar will secure the kill. And now Zide is going to work his way out.
Like,
Big kill there.
oh, they did get to sleep onto Yapsor, but there's no one following up over there.
No,
As that
he's gonna
Hawk
kill
is
the boar.
dissipating up there. I mean, between the Hawk and the boar, he just knows exactly where they're up to, right? He had the Hawk above, starts going under. They send
Yeah.
the boar in, they summons another Hawk.
$3-0 now. 2K net worth. All 3 of the secret cores topping the charts. The Underlord switching back and forth with the Beastmaster, but the safe lane in the mid not looking great for VTT.
And all of that pressure on the mid lane and the bottom lane has like ruined the top. It makes the support of Puppy not necessarily matter. Like, sure, he had the early skewer and everything, but his hero doesn't matter if you're creating enough pressure on the other lanes to pull away that position 4. So then Puppy's just free to go do stacks and do pulls and everything, and then that's fine.
It's not
Like,
ready.
once you're just pulling creep waves to the higher camp and the small camp, then you can just be any support for him. That's what lets him get away with his greed.
Well, a quick pause here, hopefully.
Onward.
Seems to be. So how's that first
Alrighty.
exorcism coming there, Epileptic Kid? Where do
Okay,
we
so
go?
he did not get the exorcism at 6. Curious what level he will choose to skill in at this point.
I agree there's no point now. I think you definitely wait until the siege wave mid. That'll be... Try and sync up with that. problem is the Lina mid has just been blasting the wave so much. They actually have, what, 60 tower damage mid. So it doesn't even look like a viable candidate, really, for the, at least not an easy push.
Yeah, I think ordinarily you'd hope the Pugna could chip away at it at least a little bit so it's softened up, and you know, if you get a third of that damage done, it gets pretty easy to kill it with the first DP rotation, but it's going to go the other way. Pugna TP's down bottom.
Yeah, it pops the invis rune first.
Okay. Sneaky rotation.
They are not there. I mean, they know the Pugna's missing, they just don't know necessarily where he went, but he had an invis rune in his bottle, so...
Primal Roar. They drop it on the Bane. Yapsor only level 5.
He really is trying to bait them in deeper.
That's just game sense from Zai. Like, all right, they're moving forward. I know he's missing. I know he was invisible.
Yeah,
I think they might be trying to kill me.
I love it, Morty.
Because it ended up being a really good Primal Roar, but if you factor in that he didn't see the Pugna... Interesting. Either way, it completely stops this gank.
I mean, Lina, or Yapsor's not so good anyway, so...
Yeah. Lina getting a ton of space to farm. Good 30-40% advantage on the Pugna now.
Oh, probably didn't go for the skewer, he didn't even bother.
Yem?
Jeez. I mean, he was just dead with the mask and the God Strike. Didn't even worry about skewering him to the tower.
There was no hope of survival there.
Alright, Matsu's out though, so they're going to take top tower with the pressure coming bottom, so they'll lose their bottom tower in trade.
The pain train's coming.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Skewer away.
Bottom tower has fallen. Dire's
Oh, the big TP.
Good.
He makes it.
Man,
Yeah, there was no telekinesis. Well done.
I mean, if they had just exorcism, wouldn't he have died? Or was that what he was trying to bait out? I'm not even sure.
I'm not sure. I guess they're trying to get this tower and save the exorcism.
Yes,
That's
no,
the
they
real dream.
They 100% are.
The enemy's top barracks have fallen.
Just might have been worth it, I guess, for the 5, but maybe that's what Poppy was kind of hoping for, right?
And I think the question will be, can they go somewhere and use exorcism now to make it worth saving the cooldown? If they just rotate mid, exercise, and kill it, 100% worth it. If they fuck around for another 120 seconds and farm stuff and then use it, it just seems like a waste to save the cooldown.
They have the threat.
Yeah, that's true. They do have the threat.
And they brought DM mid, so you'd think that's where they're going, but now Zai's also coming through here.
Well, and as you like to say, if we can sense this rotation, surely Secret can as well. So they're already starting to posture around the mid like, guys, I think they're going to rotate and try to use this DP ult. Let's be ready.
Yeah, they glyphed that creep under tower too to make sure the catapult's going to stay. So now the counter glyph, and here comes the pressure. Look at Lil's positioning too. He's down in the river. It doesn't really care if he gets like LS8 or something, as long as it means that his DP doesn't get Laguna to death.
Well, it turns out to be a great rotation from Virtus Pro Prodigy. They save it and they get 2 tier 1 towers here, just shy of 12 minutes. Secret still leading by 4K net worth though, Trent. So I don't think they're sweating too much right now. Sven is getting unlimited space to farm.
Look at the
Matsu,
jungle. It's empty and empty. He has farmed the entire jungle.
Yeah. And he stacks the Ancients there. Very nice. He's going to go into an S and Y and then just go straight Ags. Now, meanwhile, Radiant Jungle, they find DM. This is that combo we talked about. Primal Roar with the Medallion makes all of his summons do even more damage. And then you got Yapsor on top of that with the Mystic Flare. That is nasty.
Yeah, that is crazy.
The enemy's middle
Just
tower
the
has
instant
fallen.
roar. He took 809 damage between the Mystic Flare and the 1 concussive. The fact that you can just blow up such a tanky hero is very worrisome for them right now. He only has 1200 HP.